Marvellous long leg from John Higgins, beautifully controlled for position on the blue or baulk colour. Didn't overhit this, played this with more spin rather than pace. You see the left-hand side widening the cue ball around the angles for perfect position on the blue. And he will pour every ounce of his not inconsiderable ability into winning this frame right
6,
here.
7.
Position here on the red that's on the black spot will be what Johnny's looking for. Right hand side on the cue ball and just springs the cue ball down towards that red. And very quickly here for any young players trying to watch and improve and learn how to do this. What you do is you look at how many loose reds are already in play. Each one of those red represents 8 points. And quickly do the maths and work out, will I need to crash into the pack to win the frame at this visit?
21.
Twice having a go at
27.
a maximum. Previous frame in 97. It is possible that David Grace has made his last contribution to this first round match. As you say, Sean, John Higgins will be desperate to close the door and finish the job with minimal energy expended ahead of the second round.
35.
So that takes the break and the lead to 41 here in this frame. The 3 loose reds that are in, well, sort of open play, the
41.
2 by the pack and the 1 on the cushion, they represent 24 possible points, so we know he will have to move the reds at some stage. There are 2 reds at the bottom
42.
of that cluster of 6 that are something like a plant to the bottom left-hand corner pocket. It is just a question now. He'll want to leave the red on the side cushion as insurance should this go wrong.
49.
Question now whether he plays for the plant if they're on, or if in potting this black
50.
he chooses to split into the reds. He can just play the delicate cannon, and that's exactly what he played. As we see the replay here, beautifully judged cannon,
57.
pushed the red, and it does look as if David Grace has played his last role in this match. Wonderful to see him back at the Crucible. A proud Yorkshireman
58.
and a proud snooker professional as well. Very few players love the sport and give more to the sport than David Grace. A wonderful role model. But he's walked into a bit of a brick wall here against John Higgins.
Yeah, couldn't agree with you more.
64.
Sean, full credit to David for saving his place on tour at the qualifiers and earning his right to stay on tour. Proud man from Leeds. And we're looking at a proud Scot here. Who is,
71.
with a performance of real class, announcing his arrival as a potential world champion, as he has become 4 times before. Got
72.
beautifully judged here by Higgins. But everybody will be taking this man's challenge seriously.
80.
Quarter of a century after the first of his 4 titles.
86.
John Higgins is here. He's into the second round. And he is still a major contender
87.
and a major factor in this year's World Championship.
95.
Surely he's going to finish things off with a century for this huge crowd. Of course he was. A treat for all of us to be here to witness such a performance from the 3rd most decorated player in history.
103. 110. 112. 150. 190. 124. John Higgins, 124.
What a brilliant
frame.
century break and what a
match.
brilliant performance from John Higgins. A match played in a great spirit. He was too much for David Amazing Grace. Higgins is into the last 16 for the 25th time in his career, and he has arrived at the Crucible in top form in 2023.